mana.
Welcome back, folks, to another episode of Omar GT Reviews. This is Seiken Densetsu 3, known in Japan, and in the West is called Trials of Mana. This is the third game in the Mana series, with Dawn of Mana being number 4, which is a prequel to number 1. And number 1 was Final Fantasy Adventures on the Game Boy. Sword of Mana is a remake of number 1 on the Game Boy Advance, which was again remade as Adventures of Mana. The original release date of this game was on the Super Famicom in September 1995, only in Japan as a 2D action RPG. This version is a 3D remake with voice acting, cutscenes, and dialogue between the characters in your party. I have never played the original, and this is my first time playing any version of Trials of Mana. Exploration in town, outdoors, and dungeons are in full 3D with some very bright colors and smooth animation. It has a very cartoony aesthetic. On PS4 it runs at 1080p, 30 frames per second, but on PS5 it can run at 1440p at 60 frames per second. All the creatures in the overworld have a cute and cuddly design, but don't let that fool you, as they can pose a challenge. Throughout the world you will find amber lights, which are items for healing or buffs, along with treasure chests that occasionally give armor, seeds, or quest items to unlock future upgrades. Statues and inns are your save points, which I highly recommend having 2 or 3 slots just in case you need to grind for leveling up or just had to go back and purchase stronger gear for those difficult bosses. The ring system is what's used to select your items on the fly. Only you can designate 10 items on the ring. This is customizable, as you can readjust and pick which 10. Magic spells also have a ring that appears by pressing down on the D-pad. Your map will show your current location along with entry points and save statues. The map will also expand as you explore deeper into the zoned areas. There are collectibles in this game known as Little Cactus. Every 5 grants a permanent bonus. For example, more XP in battle, higher percentage of rare items drop after battle, or show already located treasure chests or already collected Little Cactus. At the ends, you have these pots. When a seed is planted, an item is received. Higher quality seeds result in rarer or even class upgrade items. More on that later. It is highly recommended to plant as many seeds to level up the pots, as more bonuses can be received the higher the pot level. Make sure to venture around town to find hidden items. Also chat with NPCs or party members to get more lore on the town or next objective. In the dungeons, you will come across a few puzzles, but all are very easy to solve. A few do require some backtracking, but not as tedious or lengthy as some other adventure or RPGs. The rewards can be great, as some armor/gear can be found for free rather than pay these shops a hefty fee. Some abilities can also be found in dungeons, and if missed, they cannot be found elsewhere. Now, abilities are passive boosts to your party members, such as HP/MP increase, status effectiveness, or even increase attack and defense. All characters start at class 1, which allows only 2 abilities at a time. At level 18, characters can upgrade to class 2, unlocking more magic/special attacks, skills, and 2 more ability slots. At level 36, they can upgrade to class 3. Yet, every upgrade has required items to find, but class 2 is very easy to obtain. Strategies used to adjust the behavior of your party members. All 3 need to be configured to whom they target, whether it's the same target or enemy you're not fighting. Tactics is whether they concentrate on fighting, defending, or how often to use magic. They can also be tweaked to how often a special move is used or how much MP or items to go below a percentage. Special moves are used at 100% or higher, with class 2 using 200% and class 3 skills at 300%. The gauge's storage will grow with each class increase, with you starting at 200, then 300, and then 400. Boss battles are in small arenas and are the most difficult battles compared to overworld creatures. There is no escaping from them, so be sure to save right before. Most of them will always have a save point right before the boss battle, so does not need much to worry. During battles, your party members will always follow their strategies. Yes, so make sure to always keep them healed in conscience. Your currency, Lucra, can be obtained easily. I highly recommend do not spend much on healing or battle items. Weapons/armor you will get more expensive and you will need to sell your old armor. The shops will show you who can wear the gear and whether it improves their stats or not. As mentioned before, do use the seeds only for the pots to level it up and receive free rare items. Do not use the seeds for anything else except the pots. The cutscenes can be very exuberant and a short way to advance the story. The graphics and design do share similarities to the current Dragon Quest games. A few cutscenes do show off a bit of fan service. As you progress to different lands, the first mode of travel will be a cannon, which I rarely use. The cannons will transport you from one town to another town. I may have used a total of 2, maybe 3 times, and that's only because it was a linear path to the next destination. I do love how the camera portrays sections when coming across a new town or overworld location, as it pans out or zooms in to certain spots that are very nice, colorful, and detailed. Remember to persistently keep backtracking when solving puzzles that block paths, as not only chests can have good gear, but also the little cactus can be hidden there. Some are hard to reach, but with a little ingenuity they can be obtained. When fighting bosses, do not be stingy in using TP gauges or items, as TP gauge will fill up again and staying at the max is a waste. This wall boss monster was my first boss that kept me reloading my saves from the constant deaths over and over. The floor spikes and extra enemies on screen were consistent threats. With better planning, using items I rarely used, and expelling all TP after about 12 tries, it was eventually abolished. I do not miss this battle at all. The next means of travel is a funny turtle which acts as your seaworthy boat. It can only travel by water. Later in the game, you will notice, out of the 6 characters you can pick from at the start of the game, the 3 not picked will intertwine into the story. Still, replaying the game with the others will give you better understanding of their backstory. Just make sure to look up a guide on which characters not to combine with, since you do have 2 warriors, 2 damage dealers, and 2 magics as healers, and best to have one of each in the party. This choice is made, as again, right at the beginning of the game, and cannot be changed.
Thank you for defeating them and providing me an alternative. We are one step closer to the second.
In conclusion, I am a fan of the Mana series, even though before this I've only played the second game in this long-lasting series, Secret of Mana. An action RPG with basic storyline and kid-friendly environments makes for a cozy time. I give this game an 8 out of 10. The only cons is most of the battles are too easy, and having to replay the game all over to get full story and all characters is a bummer. Yet, to some, that adds value, and to me as well, as I will replay this game again. I want to thank you all for watching, and please feel free to give your thoughts on this game in the comments below. I look forward to eventually getting to Dawn of Mana, the 4th game in the series, or possibly the spin-off Legends of Mana for the next time. Have a blessed day.